Breaking the News with Des Clark.
I'm Des Clark, and this is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. With me are four excellent comedians. On my right, we have Raymond Mearns and Kemah Bob, and facing them are Susan Riddle and Sam Lake. In the news this week, a British aircraft carrier has docked in Singapore on a rare Indo-Pacific deployment. The deployment will also see the ship's crew call on Australia, Japan and Korea in an exercise codenamed Operation Gap Year. The skeleton of a newly discovered dinosaur species, the Nanosaurus, is to go on display at the Natural History Museum. The Nanosaurus roamed the Earth more than 150 million years ago, spitting on hankies and wiping ice cream off Wayne's faces. And Wimbledon is to honour Scotland's greatest ever sportsman and two-time champion, Sir Andy Murray, with a statue to mark his achievements. Sir Andy says he trusts the All England club's attention to detail will capture his steely determination, his trademark roar, and his maw peeking over his shoulder. Right, you've met the teams. Let's crack on with round one. This is the Broken News round, where our teams have to guess two major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. So, Raymond and Kemah, can you tell me what this is all about?
A leaked US intelligence report has contradicted President Trump's claim to have obliterated Airbnb-style lets with airstrikes on Saturday night. The report cites satellite imagery showing that US bombing of Highland short-term let licences didn't destroy the country's ability to enrich councillors. President Trump has dismissed the reports as fake news.
Well, this is the real news right here. Raymond, any thoughts as to what our first story might be?
Well, it's the recent American attack on the Iranian nuclear site.
And that is exactly the right answer. Well done, Raymond. Yes, it's been a turbulent week with a truce between Israel and Iran, which appears to be holding despite a shaky start. A leaked US intelligence assessment concluded that US strikes on Iran's nuclear program set it back by only a few months. Mr. Trump posted on social media that the reports were fake news, insisting they were obliterated. Russian President Vladimir Putin has accused the US of violating international rules, which is a wee bit like Ant accusing Dec of being on TV too much. And there we have it, Raymond. Are you worried then about the events currently undergoing in the Middle East?
I remember a time, I don't know about you, when the people who were in charge were observably a wee bit smarter than us. I reckon I'd beat all this mob at Scrabble. And I don't even play Scrabble. I mean, this really, really worries me. We were all terrified on, was it Tuesday? I can't mind when I thought, oh no, end of the world. And then by the time I finished the bottle, I went, oh. You know, I'm in my concrete garden shed and I'm going, oh no, I'll need to go and buy another carry-out for a weekend. Hey.
Kemah, are you worried about the events in the Middle East?
President Trump, which I'm so sorry about, I just feel like as an American I should apologize at every opportunity. He said he's really unhappy with Israel after it unloaded right after agreeing to a ceasefire deal. And, you know, it's very silly to think that you can do the pull-out method in war. Yeah, sometimes people say they're going to ceasefire and they unload.
Sam, I'll bring you in here. Are you worried about the events in the Middle East?
You do get worried, and I don't know if this is a selfish thing, but when you see, like, world leaders talk about, like, wars and stuff, then you think, oh my God, are we on the cusp of World War III? And then you look at your loved ones. I'll look at my husband as we're sat on the sofa, just sort of, like, hopelessly watching the news, and I'll turn to him and I'll say something very drastic, like, do you think my IBS will keep me out of the draft? And I've Googled it, it won't.
Susan, what do you think about all of this that's going on? Are you worried about the events in the Middle East?
I start to get worried when I'm nodding along and agreeing with Kim Jong-un. Do you know what I mean? You're like, this isn't right. Because he has actually condemned Israel for like preemptively striking them. This isn't the first time I've actually agreed with Kim Jong-un though. No, honestly, right, because see, a few years ago I read that Kim Jong-un actually banned denims in North Korea. And I was like, that place sounds all right. Because they're uncomfortable denims, aren't they? I was like, if he bans bras and contact lenses, I'm there.
Let's move it on then. We're talking then about the world leaders that are involved in this. Raymond, how do you feel the world leaders are coping with this crisis?
Well, they're no coping. They're all treating Trump like they're tippy-toeing around this guy. I mean, and he just decides what happens anyway. I mean, Mark Rutte, the head... I mean, he's the head of NATO. I mean, Trump opens his mouth, you see his face. Right, that's how far up he's... That's how far up his nuclear bunker he's in.
Some world leaders condemned the violence. Some stated that Iran could not be allowed nuclear weapons. And John Swinney said that the only sure way to peace in the region is through Scottish independence. Over to you now, Susan and Sam. What was the other story we were after?
That's about in the Highlands, they're trying to like ban short-term lets like Airbnb because there's not enough housing and stuff.
That's a great spot. That's the right answer, Susan. Well done. Yes, a Highland-wide control zone to limit Airbnb-style lets has been suggested as a way of tackling a shortage of homes across the region. Holiday lets are not banned in control areas, but operators need planning permission as well as a short-term lets licence. What do we think then? Is this a good idea for the Highlands?
It's just another tax, isn't it? It's so it is. It's just another tax that's already expensive to go to the Highlands. Am I right? Yeah. It is. It's expensive. And if you want to eat something after 2 o'clock before 5 o'clock, forget it. Right? They look as if you've asked them for sex or something. Right? You're just looking for a sandwich. Right? I mean, I went on. I had a look at the travel agents this morning. Right? I mean, you can get like it's £1,000 between 1,000 and 1,700 quid. For 6 days in a Gairloch. I picked the Gairloch. Gairloch's nice, right? Now, you can get a single bed in a dormitory with a load of other bams for £336. But that doesn't kind of work for me. I've got some horrible personal habits. Right? But I can get 6 nights plus flights to Fuerteventura for 1,100 quid. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Fuerteventura? No, Killiecrankie.
This is obviously a way to ward off bad tourists. Susan, I've got a question for you. When have you been a bad tourist?
Between the ages of 17 and 25, because I used to go to like Magaluf. So I did, and we were just there for the nightlife. We never did any like cultural stuff. We would get up at like 5 o'clock and get home at 5 o'clock. So I'd say that's pretty bad, and we never tried any the It was more just like a piece in Ruffles. We like the bimbo bread. The thing was, we couldn't contribute to the economy because we were skint, right? Which was made worse one time. We couldn't. This is how skint we were. We couldn't afford the deposit for the safe in the room to like protect the money. Right? So my pal thought it would be a good idea to put the money, like she planked it in the toaster.
No.
Then we get home and had some bimbo bread.
We love this. Kima, what about you? We're talking about potentially bad tourists. When have you been a bad tourist?
I actually used to be a really good tourist, as a model tourist. But then I went on a trip with one of my British friends, and they were like, hey, if you want to be British, you got to stop acting like this. She was like, you got to get blackout drunk. You got to yell. You got to get mad at Spanish people for speaking Spanish in Spain. And she was like, then and only then will you be a Brit abroad. So, I had to kind of assimilate.
I think I'm one of those tourists where I think I'm one of the good ones, because what I do is I'll try and learn some of the local language so that I can communicate a little bit, because they appreciate it. And last time I was on holiday, we wanted a coffee, and I'd done the Duolingo module, so I knew what to say. So I went in, and I was all like, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Me pones un café, por favor? And they replied to me in English. and said that it was the worst attempt at French they had ever heard.
And well done at the end of that round. It's 2 points apiece. Now, much of our news is about public opinion, so to find out what stories people are talking about, we spoke to two friends of the show, writer, presenter and parapsychologist Evelyn Hollow and broadcaster and writer Vic Galloway. So, Susan and Sam, what do you think Evelyn is talking about here?
I think it's a good idea because the city is absolutely not built to cope with this volume of people, and neither are any of the people who live in that city. It's like living in the world's worst Groundhog Day, enduring the Disneyfication of one of the oldest cities in the world.
Is this about the Edinburgh festivals and how it's too much going on in August in 1 month?
Yeah, you're right. Well done. Correct answer, Sam. Yes, it is that time of the year. An Edinburgh restaurateur has called for the city's festivals to be spread out rather than crammed into August in a bid to return the city to an oasis of bliss rather than the quagmire she says it has become. Restaurateur Karina Contini said, "I'm old enough to remember when Edinburgh festivals were staggered over more than 1 month." Yes, the Edinburgh Festival was established in 1947 as after World War II it was felt the citizens of Edinburgh hadn't suffered enough. Susan, I'll bring you in this. What do you think about Edinburgh? Should the festivals be spread out across the year?
I think there's certain audience that enjoy certain things, and I learned this the hard way when I hired this English lassie to flyer for me, but she was studying at uni, she was studying Japanese, so she spoke like fluent Japanese, so like for a month I just had like 40 Japanese people coming in because flyers just drag in empty they can, right? And it was really hard, so it was, I had a hard enough time explaining what a fanny is to American people.
Raymond, what do you think about this one? Quite a lot of buzz in this again. Should the festivals be spread out across the year in Edinburgh?
I don't think there's any need for it. I think the Edinburgh Festival's amazing because I just drive through in my motor, go through to my wee venues, clean up and get back to Glasgow. Full of money. Full of money.
Kima, what about you? Should the festivals be spread out across the year?
Well, what's so good about August, you know? Why is everyone obsessed with August? I'm really big into astrology, and Leos are born in August, and no offense, but I've never met a good Leo.
Yeah, I was married to one.
Yeah. See what I'm talking about? So, we gotta spread it out. There are more good months.
Is now a bad time to say that my birthday is August 1st, making me a Leo?
That's really tough.
And I used to be married to Raymond, apparently. So the one thing that annoys me about people who visit Edinburgh is that they're constantly asking everyone for directions to the castle. And I don't know if you've been to Edinburgh. It's not a challenge to find it. So what I would do is I would create an app that looks very complicated. It's got the map on it. And if you need to find directions to the castle, no matter where you are in the city, you just press a button and it goes, "It's over there."
Yes, a threat to move the Edinburgh Jazz Festival prompted a massive outcry, then a quieter outcry, then a third outcry that sort of played about the original. Ideas to change up the Edinburgh festivals is the right answer. Well done, Susan and Sam. You get 2 points for that. Now to you, Raymond and Kima. It's your turn. What do you think Vic is talking about here?
Okay, la, stop starting. I'll change the name. Bloomin' Germans coming round here with your fancy clothes and that. But whatever you want, though, I'll do it. You're the boss.
Hugo Boss told this guy in Liverpool, they were like, you can't name your business boss. It's a very common word, but somehow we own it.
Well done, yes. An online pet health supply shop in Liverpool has received a legal letter from Hugo Boss over its name. Ben McDonald from Merseyside set up his business called Boss Pets in February, but this month received a letter from the designer brand demanding that he stop using the word, which is widely used in the area to suggest something is great. A spokesperson for Hugo Boss said she was aware of the colloquial use of the word, but that the company needed to protect our brand rights. Kima, what's your thoughts on it?
I think business has gone too far. It's the concept of business, man. People are trying to own everything. You want to own words? We should be sharing. We should be calling stuff what we want to call it. Just capitalism has gone too far. It's getting, first of all, boss, very common word. If this man wants to give his store a dumbass name, that's his right.
Raymond, what about this? Quite a fun story from this week. Is there a serious point behind it? What do you make of this story, Raymond?
I think it's a bit rich that a company who supplied uniforms to the Nazis during World War II is trying to secure itself against reputational damage. For a pet shop in Liverpool.
It's hard to name a business. You've got to come up with something that stands out, but also something that people haven't thought of before. I walked past a dim sum restaurant that had the name Bowel Movement, which I thought, yeah, it's not in business anymore.
There used to be a shop in, like a takeaway in Denniston called Wagga Papas as well.
Well, there's a Chinese takeaway up in Tannock Side called the Shat Inn.
It's incredible stuff.
There's some suggestions there for perhaps that shop in Liverpool if it goes south with Hugo Boss. But obviously we're talking about a legal action here. Kima, who would you like to sue and why?
This is controversial, but I would like to sue the country of India. People out there are calling my name minced beef. And I'm tired of it. Everyone I've met who's ever had a keema naan wants to tell me, they're like, oh, keema, you know that you're meat? You know, this guy in my middle school, he told me about it. Then he started calling me Beefy. He started calling me Beefy Bob. And I'm tired of this stuff, man. When I'm done with the country of India, keema naan is just what people are going to call my grandma.
Yes, it's not just pet shops in Liverpool that have fallen foul of Hugo Boss's legal team. Even Bruce Springsteen has had to change his nickname for the boss to the regional manager. And there we have it. Hugo Boss bossing around Boss Pets is the right answer. 2 points go to Raymond and Kima. This is Breaking the News from BBC Radio Scotland with me, Des Clark. Now, this round is all about who's in the news. I will play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So, Raymond and Kima, you're up first this time. Who is this?
We've always had a lot of controversy surrounding the company. We've been Amazon.con, and my personal favorite, Amazon.org, because we're clearly a not-for-profit company.
It's Bezos. It's Jeff Bezos, the Amazon guy.
Very much so.
He's getting married. What's his wife's name? Luckiest woman in the world.
Well done, Raymond. Yeah, that's the right answer. Guests descended on Venice this week for Amazon founder Jeff Bezos' multi-million-dollar wedding to TV presenter Lauren Sanchez. The couple will mark the occasion with 3 days of celebrations costing up to 48 million euros. The event has taken over much of Venice, sparking weeks of protests from locals who say Bezos and his fiancée are not welcome in the city.
I like the fact that he's 61 and his fiancée is 55. Like, I love a billionaire marrying someone who's age appropriate, and I think Leonardo DiCaprio could learn a thing or two. Yeah, I heard Lady Gaga is performing, which is crazy.
Is she?
Yeah, ethically, I'm just kind of like, what are you doing? But also, I'm like, make that money, girl.
Well, it's a big decision to make, and we're obviously talking about perhaps the wedding of the year, one of the most expensive of all time. Tell us about your most memorable wedding experience.
I was in the hotel and there was a wedding going on, and I was in the hotel toilets, and the bride came in greeting, right? And then after she was greeting, the groom came in after her and they were having an argument. It was brilliant. So I'm in the cubicle, like, it was honestly the best day of my life, right? And she said the best thing I've ever heard, right? She was having a go at him because he was like drunk and he was like just up dancing with all his pals and stuff, and he wasn't paying attention to her. and she was like, you were up dancing I would walk 500 miles. You wouldn't even walk round to the chemist to get me Gaviscon the other day.
Wow.
Brilliant.
That is brilliant. Great memories from that. Sam, what about you? We're talking about perhaps the most memorable wedding of the year, but could you tell us about your most memorable wedding experience?
So, have you all heard this theory that's often touted by like evangelical Christians that marriage equality and same-sex couples getting married will lead to extreme weather events like hurricanes and rainstorms? I thought this was all nonsense until I got married to a man, because that's sort of the spirit of the thing. And then the next day in Edinburgh, we had the worst flash flooding there had been in years. 3 months of rain in the space of an hour. Roads were flooded. There were power cuts everywhere. And I looked up at the sky and I went, I did this.
The three-day wedding is expected to include a string quartet, a Great Gatsby-themed soiree, and in a touching nod to his career at Amazon, 1 10-minute toilet break. Yes, well done. 2 points go to Raymond and Kima. That was husband-to-be Jeff Bezos. Right, Susan and Sam, it's your turn now. Who is this and why are they in the news?
Oh dear, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose I do. I just wish they wouldn't call it the tea time slot. That sounds like pipe and slipper, doesn't it?
Was that Rod Stewart?
That was, of course, Rod Stewart, who is playing the Glastonbury Legend slot this weekend. Yes, of course, the first Glastonbury Festival was founded in 1970 by Michael Eavis when he looked out at his 15,000 acres of rolling farmland outside his window and thought, this would look so much better if I was on drugs. Rod Stewart, of course, we heard from him there, Sam. Well done. So, will you be watching Rod at Glastonbury this year?
I might do, but more for scientific reasons than anything else. There's a rumour about Rod Stewart, I don't know if you know. There's a rumour about how he styles his hair, because he bleaches it quite blonde, and then the way he gets it to be like all quiffed and stuff, apparently he puts mayonnaise in it. So, and Glastonbury is an outdoor music festival, so I will be watching to see if that's true by counting how many seagulls try and eat his hair.
I didn't know that, Sam. We'll look out for that this weekend. Sir Rod is playing at Glastonbury. Will you be watching, Susan?
No, I've been to enough festivals. I don't even like to watch them on the telly anymore. Like, I'm too old for a festival, never mind Rod. Like, because I've just been through too much. Like, if you've ever tried to pee in a Portaloo with a play suit on, that is... and I've also, on the same day as that, I had to go to a medical tent at T in the Park because I thought I had trench foot as well.
Thanks, Susan, for sharing those lovely memories of festivals. Of years gone by. Kima, Rod Stewart is playing the Legend slot at Glastonbury. Will you be watching?
Oh, heck yeah. I want to hear like an 80-year-old man be like, if you like my body. It's like, hell yeah. We still like that body. And also his name is Rod. Okay, erotic. But part of why I'll be tuning in is like his hair reminds me a lot of Tina Turner's hair. And, you know, I miss her. And I think you gotta enjoy your legends while they're here. Yeah.
True, very true. I love that. Love the rendition as well. Yeah. Oh, Raymond, what about you? I don't know if you're a fan of Rod Stewart. Will you be watching him?
A big fan of Rod Stewart. I've seen him live. He's amazing. I won't be watching it though. I think that whole Glastonbury thing reeks of quiche and White Zinfandel. You know what I mean? I mean, normal people don't go to that. You know what I mean? Normal people don't go to that. It's all that balsamic vinegar mob.
Yes, like Taylor Swift, Rod Stewart peppers his set with a series of extravagant costume changes. Also like Taylor Swift, the 80-year-old has his own eras, but his are Jurassic and Cretaceous. Yes, well done, Sir. Rod Stewart is the right answer. 2 points go to Susan and Sam. Time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
We're asking rich foreigners to opt in.
That's Nigel Farage there, selling a lovely wee timeshare in Weems Bay. Good luck with that, Nigel. Right, fingers on the buzzers, and here we go. First question. Only 21% of Brits are satisfied with what? Raymond.
Recycled toilet paper.
I love that. What a starter. Keep it going. Only 21% of Brits are satisfied with what? Sam.
How their partner loads the dishwasher.
So real.
Only 21% of Brits are satisfied with what? Kima.
How full sandwiches are in Pret. It's like, put more stuff in there, you know what I mean? Fill them to the edges.
Welcome to the quickfire round. It's not the right answer, but we're with you. Only 21% of Brits are satisfied with what? Susan?
Eating one Pringle. Some people can, in fact, pop and stop, despite what they say. No me, obviously.
I know most people. It's not right, though. Only 21% of Brits are satisfied with what? Sam?
Is it the NHS?
Oh, behave yourself. Imagine giving a right answer and breaking the news.
Oh, damn it.
The answer is the NHS. Well done, Sam.
We're asking rich foreigners to opt in.
Oh, there's a klaxon. Nigel has Farage, meaning it's all over. And at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Susan Riddle and Sam Lane. And commiserations to Raymond Mearns and Kima Bond. And we'll leave you with the breaking news. Breaking news just in. An 18th century violin worth more than £150,000 has been stolen from a North London pub, with police appealing for help from the public. When asked for a description, they said, it's like a small guitar. The Oxford English Dictionary has added 13 Scottish words, including hochen, beamer and sugarly. The OED said it was proud to be expanding its vocabulary under the direction of their new chairman, Ur Wully. And a Shetland woman is celebrating 40 years running a post office from her own home. Kathleen Anderson has been running the Rewick post office since 1985, and they're still only in ticket number 27. The news is broken. I've been Des Clark. Goodbye.